Right, in this third experiment, we're investigating the effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. So if we look over here, I've got the reaction between sodium thiosulfate and hydrochloric acid. I've measured out my 5 milliliters of hydrochloric acid. I've got to measure 20 cubic centimeters of sodium thiosulfate and then dilute that with 30 cubic centimeters of water. Okay, because we are going to react the diluted sodium thiosulfate with hydrochloric acid. Okay, because this is the investigation to see the effect of temperature, we're taking the temperature, and I make the temperature out to be 23.5 degrees Celsius. 23.5 degrees Celsius is the thiosulfate, diluted thiosulfate. I'm going to pour that into our conical flask. And then as long as you are over the top, you can see the cross. We're going to start the stopwatch as we pour in the hydrochloric acid. And watch until we can no longer see the cross. You can see the precipitate starting to appear. Different from the iodine clock, it doesn't appear quickly. Slowly the sulfur precipitate starts to form. You can see a yellowy white creamy precipitate, and slowly the cross is becoming less and less visible until eventually we'll stop the stopwatch when we can no longer see the cross underneath the conical flask. Okay, so once again I've mixed 20 cubic centimeters of sodium thiosulfate and 30 cubic centimeters of distilled water, the same. This time we're keeping the concentration the same. And with my hot heating flame, I'm just going to warm up the solution a little bit. Last time the solution was at 23.5 degrees Celsius. We're going to warm it up to maybe in the 30s, and we're going to repeat the experiment at a different temperature. Okay, now we have 35 degrees Celsius. The thiosulfate, diluted thiosulfate, is at 35 degrees Celsius. And we're going to add the acid and start the stopwatch. Okay, this mixture is now at 45 degrees Celsius. So we're going to pour it in to our reaction flask. We're going to pour in our 5 cubic centimeters of acid and start the stopwatch. And wait for the cross to disappear. Just disappearing. Keep it at about the same point. There you go. The solution is at 55 degrees Celsius, so now it's getting pretty warm. I'm going to very quickly pour this in. And you can see the condensation forming on the side straight away. I'm going to film from above. I'm going to start the stopwatch and add the acid.